Thank you, sir. Good morning, all. My name is Farah Tamboli. My subject is production and operations management. Subject is choice of technology and processes. Now, what's the technology? Technology consists of a set of knowledge and abilities that allows the people to meet their needs and therefore improve their living conditions. Now, need for technology. A specific level of technological advancement is highly desirable to ensure economic growth. It improves productivity of labor, capital, and other factors of production. It also helps in creation of skills, new methods of production, new use of raw materials. Now, what is the choice of technology? Choice of technology is the most important decision from the accelerated development of point of view. So, an entrepreneur should take the decision very seriously and carefully. If an entrepreneur has committed mistakes in selection of technology, the only result is the failure of planning as well as lack of confidence towards planning. So, accelerated pace of economy and the enterprise connected is directly related with the choice of technology. Now, the technological processes. When applying technology is in the order to solve our problems, we don't act an impulse. We proceed. We proceed in a careful and organized manner, following a specific work method. This work method is called as technological processes. So now take the types of techniques. There are two types of techniques: labor intensive technique and capital intensive technique. See, labor intensive techniques, it uses comparatively larger amount of labor and small dose of capital. In this, a large amount of labor is combined with a smaller amount of capital. It depends more on the labor factor and as compared to capital factor. It encourages the manpower, skill, as well as capital information. Now, see capital intensive techniques. It is defined as technique in which comparatively larger amount of capital is used but small number of laborers. Under this technique, amount of capital required per unit of production is large in comparison to labor intensive technique. It uses more volume of input of capital rather than the input of labor. Now, the steps of technological processes. Describing and analyzing the need, searching for information, generating and selecting ideas, executing the design, and evaluating. Now, see the first example: describing and analyzing the need. The need must be precisely identified and the conditions of the solution must be clearly defined. Now, next type is searching for information. We must perform an exhaustive search for information related with the problem. So, where it is in the solution of similar situations, books, people specializing in the subject on the internet. Now, next type is generating and selecting ideas. After the brainstorming, we will put into practice the most suitable ideas for our need. We must design the closing object, which involves drawing the solution, specify dimensions, materials, cost, and operations, and etc. Next type is executing the design. We must plan the necessary actions to carry out our design. The work plan shows the necessary tasks we must complete and the resources needed to complete them. Now, last type is evaluating. The evaluating allows us to determine whether the problems has been solved or not. After the evaluating the after evaluating, we decide if modify our object, repeat the process in order to find the expected solution. Now take the example of electric vehicle. The choice of technology is depends on whether the vehicle really works under the all climate conditions or not. Also depends on electric supply and work on the process. Now second example is sensors. The low cost of electronic sensors has made them the technology of choice of estimating the value of phenomenon. That is, sensors are used to measure weather conditions such as temperature, relative humidity, and wind direction or velocities. Now, next examples are uh, like washing machines, tumble dryers, refrigerators, cars, flooring materials, windows or door handles, or leisure like televisions, players, uh, Blu-ray players, consoles, reclining chairs, or toys. All of these the examples of technology, and we have to process on it. So, thank you, sir.